When Lily Kamborian, the owner of a jewelry store, decided to get a dog, she chose a Russian Borzoi. Along with her life partner, Savannah, she went to a breeder who offered adorable white puppies. Among them was little Aris, who ran up to Lily and jumped onto her lap. Touched, the store owner realized she wanted to take this puppy home. However, the breeders explained to the future owner that this dog wouldn't be able to compete in shows because she would inevitably develop a defect, an incorrect bite with age. Despite being a purebred Borzoi, this small flaw automatically disqualified her from show dogs. The breeders also added that due to the peculiarity of her bite, when she grew up, she would often drop food from her mouth. Fortunately, Lily and her partner were not at all fazed by these characteristics. They were choosing a loyal and loving friend, not a dog show winner, so they happily took Aris home. At first, the little pet was no different from a normal Russian Borzoi puppy. She was just as graceful, proud, majestic, and energetic. But it didn't take long for it to become clear that Aris would have extremely unusual physical traits. Her body began to lengthen rapidly, and along with it, her muzzle stretched out. At first, it seemed perfectly normal, but at some point, the dog transformed into a true wonder of nature. Her nose reached 31 centimeters, and her body, from the tip of her nose to the tip of her tail, grew to 144 centimeters. With these dimensions, Aris, who is now 2 years old, began to attract the attention of passers-by, and people started noticing her on the streets. People who saw the owners with their pet couldn't help asking questions. What breed is it? Where did the long nose come from? And why is she so big? And if Aris stood on her hind legs, she looked so big that passers-by would simply freeze in amazement. At some point, the increased attention began to tire Lily and Savannah. It became impossible to just go out for a walk with the dog. We were constantly stopped. Most passers-by were trying to figure out what breed of dog it was, and we started looking for more secluded places where we could take her for a peaceful walk. Admitted Lily. As Aris grew up, she became not only active but also a very curious dog. She started poking her impressive nose into every nook and cranny. She's attracted to everything. The gap between the sofa cushions, corners, gaps in the fence, garbage cans, and all kinds of holes. But most of all, Aris loves stealing food off the table, and she doesn't even need to stand on her hind legs to do it. The dog can easily reach the treats with her impressive long nose. She also loves cuddling and often rests her muzzle on her owner's shoulders or heads. In these moments, it feels like she's got a whole log on her head. Incidentally, the breeders who said Aris would drop food from her mouth were right. Moreover, it's hard for her to hold onto toys, ropes, and other objects she carries around. However, the dog isn't bothered by this at all. And neither is her owner. She drops food everywhere, but I do the same thing. Jokes Lily. And although Aris has had some minor problems with her teeth over time, nothing stops her from being cheerful and active. She gets along well with other dogs, plays, and enjoys life. Despite the fact that the owners don't really like it when people pay attention to their dog, they decided to make her a social media star. Such an unusual beauty deserves a place on Instagram, and soon Lily and Savannah created an account where they posted pictures of their beloved Aris. Their efforts did not go unnoticed. Soon thousands of people knew about the dog. The popularity of the unusual Borzoi grew rapidly, and now the pet has 205,000 followers who can't get enough of the elegant dog. There will probably be even more of them soon, but we can safely say that Aris is a true Instagram star.